extension. Install the SAML Tracer extension. And it says SAML Tracer extension. An extension like SAML Tracer it's a standard tool for debugging SSO. I never heard of that before. Right? Capture the login attempt. Open your browser developer tool, then go to SAML tab. In a new incognito window, try to log into Indico. The SAML Tracer will record the request. Go through the login process until you get the Indico. The error in Indico. Analyze the response. Look for the request. Yellow SAML tag. Click on it at the bottom. All right, so let's go and try to find us SAML and SAML tracer Chrome. SAML tracer. Let's go there. Add to Chrome. Add extension. Let's go add. If we go back over here, and let me bring the SAML tracer over here. Let's go here and clear. If we go to login with Okta, I don't think it is capturing it. Let's make this extension available in incognito mode. How can I make this available? Extensions, manage extensions. SAML. And details. Allowing incognito. All right, cool. So it's available in incognito mode. Let's close that. And we are going to SAML. Let's do that. And if I go to login with Okta, all right, there we go. And we go to SAML. All right, so basically what it was telling us that we had to do was, all right, so we go here and it says capture the response, record and go through the login process until you get the Indico error. Analyze, look for a request in the yellow SAML tag. This is the response from Okta. So we have this one and this one. So it must be this one. Click on it, and then in the bottom pane, click on the SAML tab. I don't see SAML tab, okay? SAML tab, and you will see a decoded XML response. Look for a status code section. Status code. Okay, status code section, success. Okay. It will likely contain a more specific error such as invalid destination. I don't see that. Let me just copy it. Okay, let's copy that, and we're going to go to Gemini. So this is the response that I got from the SAML tab after logging in via Okta. So let's see what that says. Excellent. The SAML response is exactly what we needed. After analyzing, I identified the most likely cause. The problem is the affiliation attribute is being sent with an empty value. Some applications, including Indico authentication library, can fail when they are configured to map an attribute, but receive an empty value for it. Oh, okay. So edit your Indico and remove the affiliation attribute. This tells Indico to simply ignore it. Remove affiliation line. What if I do the affiliation inside of Indico? Because like instead of removing that, solution B, fix the data in Okta. So that's what I'm thinking about. Go to admin directory people, because we're gonna have to add the we would need it anyways. The same we're gonna need to add the Slack member ID. So if we go to if we go here and we go to the user, where are the users? Where are the users? Oh, my goodness gracious. 3, 6, 8, 8, 7, 3. So let's say directory people. Let's go to this person. Edit applicant assignment. Where would I do the affiliation? All right, so it says ensure that you have mapped an affiliation has a value. So find your test user and edit their profile. So where do I edit the profile? And affiliation is going to be, is there a affiliation? Let's see. Can I add a new one? Profile editor. Let's say we do let me go and check inside of here first. And this user, affiliation, what did I have? Users, search. G. If I click on this user, all right, so affiliation Techodrop. So what if we go in here and we say affiliation as the organization. Invalid affiliation expression. What? Let me see. Username. Invalid affiliation and expression affiliation. Okta user to Indico event to, wait, let's go here. Username is set by Indico events. Okta. Where is that? So Indico events, user profile. Username is set. So choose an attribute or enter an expression. So let's say app user dot affiliation. Okay, so let's go back to applications. Let's go to Indico events. Sign on, general. So affiliation goes to user.organization. And let's see if we edit on that. So affiliation to user.organization. So I need to have a field name. How does that? Affiliation, user.organization. So I need the organ. So, all right. So let's go to that user. Let's go to that user directory, people. Go to this user and let's go to profile, organization. Organization should be TechCoTruf. Put that, save. All right, we got that. Now, if we go back over to here and we were to refresh that and we do, let me close this completely. Close that too. And I'm going to go do a new one. And we say localhost, login with Okta. Takes us to Okta. Sign in, enter the code. Three 79874. Password. And we're still getting that. But we have the, all right, so let me do this. Let me just remove the binding just to see if that's going to work. And then, yeah, so let's go here. Let's go to Okta. Let's remove the binding and we can see if that's going to, if that'll work. And then we can always go back and add it later. So we got the users. Let's do the general. Let's get rid of the mapping for now. because I think we're gonna need it eventually, but let's just get rid of it for now. Save, finish. And now if we go back to here, let's refresh. Let's see if that makes any difference. And we try to log in. Still got a failure. Let me do this fresh, right? Let's do this fresh. Localhost 8080. Oh, wait. Am I in incognito? I don't think so. No, I'm not. Hold on. Yeah, I was in incognito. I don't think I was. Let's move this over here. Let's try that again. Localhost 8080. Log in. Log in with Okta. Log in. Select. Three 339-073. Verify. Still got a SAML error. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I removed. Oh, okay. I removed it from the wrong. I removed it from the wrong spot. Shoot. Let's do this. Let's go because we have to remove from the Indico file. I'm going to go back in here, add it back to it. General, edit. Edit this one actually. Next. And we're gonna say affiliation user dot organization. Sure. And we're gonna say save that. Save that. And we're gonna go back over here. And inside of our, we're gonna edit this again. cd etc vim indico.conf, and we're gonna go to let's see. Where did they say to get it out of? It was in the Indigo Conf identity providers. Identity providers. Okay, identity providers, affiliation. Mapping must match the attribute statement you created in Okta. So we'll double check that, but if we can at least get this out from now. And then WQ, exit, restart the container. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, it's restarted. Let's get the logs back up.
Lunch break, lunch break.
Let me close this one. Let me do another incognito. I think we are so close. We are so close to getting this to work. So close. Oops. This one. Localhost 8080. Log in with Okta. Next, select Octa 311. Oh, 773948. Password. Oh, jeez. Why is it not going through? Let's use this. Let's see if there's anything new that came out of that. So let me try this again. Let's say select SAML. Let's do that. Let's check this. After let's go over here, and we'll wrap it up with this. I think we're so close. We are so close. After removing affiliation from the indico.conf, this is, we still got the error. And this is the XML from the SAML Tracer. Let's see what it tells us, and then we'll leave it at that. Let's see. The classic SSO debugging. Since removing affiliation didn't solve it, and the new SAML response looks structured perfectly, your errors are correct. The status is success, and the attributes are now filled. The error is most certainly two invisible problems: a server clock mismatch, or a subtle copy and paste in the security certificate. SAML assertions are only valid for a short time, probably 10 minutes, to prevent security risk. If your Indico server clock is out of sync with global time, it will reject the assertion as either not yet valid or expired. Action. All right. So SAML assertions are only valid for a short time to prevent security risk. All right. Action. Run the following command. To check the time inside the running container, the -u will show you TC time, which is what SAML uses. Verify the output should be within a few seconds of the issue instant time in your SAML response. I guess we can try that real quick. Let's go to it's going to be prod-web-1. Prod Indico Web. Why is that? Prod Indico Web 1. Prod Indico Web. What do you mean it's not running? Oh, because Docker Compose. It should be just Docker. So 2052, and if we do a login attempt right now, we should have this one 2052 and 2052-31, 2052-30. Yeah, so that's good. So that one matches. Re-verify the X509 certificate. Most likely the problem. This is a problem common for generic SAML fill logins. Error when everything else looks correct. A single missing character or an extra space in the certificate in your Indico conf will likely cause the validation to fail silently. Let's fix this with certainty. Replace the entire X509 cert in the top IDP section with your Indico conf with the latest SAML response from the latest SAML response you just provided. Let me just copy that. After replacing the certificate, save Indico. All right, so let's do that real quick. And if that doesn't work, then it is what it is. All right. And I think this is something that I don't need to figure out completely. Just the fact that we can get to this point, I think the IT people can take the rest to be able to, because they know how to do these integrations. And if I can just get the necessary infrastructure in place, I guess I would say, then they can carry the rest of the way. I don't know. So we shall see. We'll see. But let's go to here, and we're gonna go to over here. We're gonna go to oh, come on. And we need to go to so we need to get this whole thing out over here. That's gonna be a what? A lot of deleting. All right, let's go. That's annoying. That is utterly annoying. All right. I am not going to torture everyone as we go through and delete all these lines of code, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not even gonna put any time. Let's just try a quick, let's try this real quick to see before we get out of here, to see if it makes any difference. If not, then we'll just figure it out. I'll figure it out on my own this week, and we'll circle back on Tuesday to talk about it. But we are so close though. The fact that we can actually get Okta to give us this error that it's not like it goes back to Indico saying, "Oh, it's not working," but we're actually going through Okta to log in, so that is monumental. All right. Let me refresh this page. Let's go to here. Yeah. So, well, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I think we're really close. I don't know what else to do with this. So we have the certificate. We have everything. We'll figure it out after. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. All right. So
it was all good, just a prompt to go. Lines of light made my circuits glow. Now I'm drowning in a sea of code. A bug, a glitch, and the system slowed. I reached too far. Try to debug fate, but the tokens fail, and it's too late. I'm down, down and out of tokens. The lines are cracked, the code is broken. Helpless now, the screen's unspoken. It was all good, just a prompt to go. Syntax screams like a ghost in the shell. Loops on fire, dragging me through hell. Error whispers where my dreams once dwelled. Each click feels like a shattered spell.
I thought I could, I thought I'd win, but now